everyone. Today, I will just have a quick chat about. I'm trying to figure out if I have enough time today because I've been so busy and I've done so many things and so on and so on. But yeah, anyway, how many times did you heard yourself? Did you heard yourself actually saying that? How many times did you said to yourself or you heard other people saying, "I have no time"? Uh, I think we all said that at some point, at least once, once a week, sometimes once a day, saying, "I have no time. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking to see what should I do. How can I do all this?" Because it's affecting everyone. And today I just want to give you kind of a quick um, my opinion and my ways of being able to actually make it better and just give you that extra time you need. Because from my experience, if you use a few tricks and a few ways of maximizing your time, you're gonna see a huge difference in your life. So 5 ways which I think you can gain some time back, and you also can treat yourself and your family better. Because if you think about it, the only thing that we cannot take back is our time. So if we are more disciplined, if we can control the time, it's something which is easy to get on. So I want to highlight the ways that you can maximize the time, the ways you can increase your productivity. And the first thing you need to understand is that control, it starts with you. It doesn't start with your time. Because the minute, which is my number one and probably the most important one, you need to take control and the leadership of your own life. So you need to make sure that you fully benefit for every second you have. And you need to know, you must know where your time is going and how well do you spend it. So the best way to do that is to start writing things down, look at the things that you do and it's a must, and look at the things that are must not do. Because before you do anything, and before you want to say something, think about the consequences of your action. If I do this, will that be beneficial for me? If I say this, will that be beneficial for me? So make sure that you understand exactly what are the things that you do and what are the things that you shouldn't do. And when you create something in everything you do, make sure you complete that and don't move it or leave it for another time and move to the next one. Okay, because that takes me into the second way which you can which allows you to gain more, to get more. It's how present you are. So if you're not fully present on what you're doing, that is going to allow you to move so swiftly from one to another. So this is what I mentioned earlier about completing every task before you move into one to another. That shows that you're present, you're focused, and that's, because at the end of the day, we all have the same time. We all have 60 minutes, we all have 24 hours, we all have 7 days a week, and we all have 365 days a year. And the most important part is how you use that, because it's crucial to understand that the more you are aware where your time is going, the easier it's going to be for you to manage that. So if you are the master of your own environment, your own universe, it will be no way for you to divert, to lose your focus. But the minute you allow the environment to come and interfere with your plans, that's where your time is getting wasted, because you move your focus and your presence from one thing to another thing. So think about these 5 things which were like when you need to be present and focused. When you work, make sure you work. Don't get distracted from what you do. When you play with your kids, with your family, or even you go out and have some time off for yourself, make sure that's part of what you do. You put your phones on silent or leave it in the car or wherever, and just enjoy that fully, because that's something which is going to allow you to just decompress fully. You enjoy it. It's your time off. The same way with your sleep. So when you sleep, you go to sleep. Leave your worries on the side. That's why writing those things down. When I said earlier, they're important, because you just take them away from your mind. You take them away from where you are, and just allow yourself to go and just rest, fully sleep, and take the phones away from you. Take any distractions that might interfere with your sleeping. Okay, and the fourth one, it's you need to be 100% devoted to everything that you do. It's a must. Don't multitask. Don't do, oh, I can do this, because if you don't we go back to that being present. If you're not fully present on the things that you do, then you're not going to be able to get 100% out of everything you do. Like, for instance, you can pass a class, you can have a C, B, even an A grade, but do you know for a fact that you actually put everything in it? Could you have done better? Yes or no? It's up to you. And because that goes into the last one, which on the second way to maximize the time, is have undivided and full attention. Be present. Be fully focused on what you're doing, and be dedicated. Okay? Because that leads into that discipline and the acknowledgement when you are and when you're not. The minute you are disciplined with yourself and your schedule and with your diary, with your team and the business, and the minute you realize that everybody's on the same path, and you make sure that everybody on the same path, then they're gonna follow you. They're gonna see that you are the leader. You are the example. You lead by example in every aspect of your life, not just the one. Because there's no point saying like, I'm so great in this, and you advocate that how disciplined you are, and then you're failing on everything else. Because you need to be the one who's working the hardest on the field, and the most devoted in your family, and the most caring parent and so on. So think about those things that they are making a huge difference in you. Think about the things that they are more important in your life. Think about how this will be affected if you're not focused and disciplined. Because if you're not clear on what you do and how you do it, then you're not going to understand what have you done and what did you miss out. So that's why that discipline and acknowledgement when you shift your discipline from one to another is so important. Another thing which most of us is so hard to say it, especially if you look into you're one of those people like myself that we try to help everybody and we're trying to make it easier for everyone except ourselves. We don't say no enough. So learn and know when to say no to different tasks, because it's important to understand that you don't need to answer the phone when it rings. You don't need to check the message or the email when it pings on your phone, and you don't need to reply or do anything unless it's really important. So remember those 4 quarters that we talk about: urgent, important, not urgent, and so on. So there are a few things which we can talk about this on another session, another record. I don't want to keep this more than 15 minutes, just to give you enough clarity and enough information to help you to get more disciplined and more aware of what you're doing. And one other thing is that we all try to do, before I took this video, I said, look, I need to have this great layout and the presentation behind it. But the more you try to be perfect, the less chances for you to actually do anything. Because at the end of the day, what's the most important part is to make sure you do your best. And don't aim for perfection, because what's going to happen is going to slow you down, and it's going to make you feel that you underachieve. So when you set something on, make sure you go and do everything that you can do in order to be able to achieve that target. And remember, know when to say no, because that's so important. And that's what I'm saying, but that discipline is very, very crucial, because if you move away from the tasks that they are really emergency, like a real emergency, then you need to understand how that works. And I mentioned about the 4 quarters to assess the importance of the task. And you can look, if you are interested to find out more about it, just ask me directly on by, just DM me, or send me an email on christian@christianvoina.com, and I'll be more than happy to help and answer any questions, because you need to understand what's the emergency. Is that a real emergency, or is just the emergency in your head? And this is the fourth one. It's actually the one I love the most. It's the attitude. Your attitude is your key. Is the key to your success, because it's going to lead you to have great results in your life. If you have that the right mindset, which I talk about the mind before, the motivation, the way you interact with yourself, how do you see yourself as a natural person, and how dedicated you are. That's it's crucial, because which I'm saying crucial on each one of them, because they are all the same as important as the other one. And the attitude is is that cocktail of do you want to mix it with the positive, because you want to understand that when you taste that cocktail at the end, it feels great. So that's why your thoughts, the thoughts you put in your mind, the feelings you have based on those thoughts, is going to lead into taking action. If you're excited, you just go like, "Ooh, I'm really excited to say this today, guys. I love this." But if you're not like, "Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I can do this." It's your body will follow, and the results will see. Would you like to see me really hyper, or really down? Which one? You see, even if I say down, my body just follows. So thinking, feeling, actioning, and leads through the results you're going to have, because your thoughts should be a positive outcome the whole time. The feelings are the product of our thoughts, and we must understand how we can control our feelings, because that way you're going to get into that combination of thoughts and feelings and actions, and we're going to see the results are coming in. Because if you enjoy everything you do with a big smile on your face, then you're going to bring that positive attitude regardless of how the things that are going around you are not as positive as you think. Look at the people that they say they are positive. Look, are they smiling? Are they are they feeling confident? That you can see them sitting straight and upright and coming like this. Look at me, I'm super strong. Or like, look at me, I'm the king of the queen of the world. Think about this. You will say that people might just look at you and say like you're India smiling all the time, but who cares? At the end of the day, you bring the positivity from within, not from that. And nobody says that you just stay positive all the time and ignore the negative and all that. Don't ignore negative, but when you feel those thoughts of negativity, just take a break, stop it, and try to acknowledge that happens. See exactly what's causing it, and usually it comes from this, like you burn yourself down, you push too much, and you forget to recharge, and you forget to listen to your body and listen to your mind, because especially if you're an entrepreneur like myself and you're driven and dedicated to what you do, we have the tendency to just put that I'll rest later, I'll take a break later on. But remember, thoughts, feelings, action leads to results. So you need to remember that, because it's crucial. That's why you need to take short breaks after every task. You need to reset. It's like a computer, If you don't reset it, if you don't update it, after a while, it's just gonna slow down. It's gonna start cracking. So, after each task or everything that you do, just take that break to move from the part where you've been to, you suck your energy into it, and just start the new things that you want to do with less emotions, or just go emotionless, but approach it with the same positivity you approached it the one before, regardless what happened on the next one. And one of the things that helped me a lot, it's in the past, is that what I've done, I started meditating at least once a day. And I know sometimes it's hard to stop your mind, but just start like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, and just do that because it's going to allow you to clear your mind, to have a clear vision, and then you're going to see the results in a clear manner. Another thing which will helps me a lot is to just take like power naps, like switch off. Tell your body it's time to chill, to move, just let everything go, because if you have a rested mind, you'll be more productive and you'll be more focused on everything and you do. I know it sounds silly, like power naps, you're crazy during the day, but those 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, if you can include that into your diary, into your day-to-day activity, you will see that the benefits of it. And usually it can take about 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, when your body just needs to rest a bit after all that long morning, after early afternoon, because you need to give yourself a break, give that time off, even if it's 10-15 minutes, because it's going to allow you to be, like I said, more productive. And think about it, the harder you work, the less productive you're going to be. You need to work smart, and if you work hard, you need to be even smarter, because you control, to be able to control your time, to be able to control everything that you do, you must be effective. And then efficiency comes afterwards, because the effect is the result. The efficiency, it shows you that you can do it properly, but can you do the most out of it? And there are so many things I can speak about this, and probably I'm going to create another quick video about how you can be effective instead of being efficient. Because remember, and this is, I'll leave you with this, to become the best version of yourself, of who you are, you have to produce the best results in your life. And it's ideal to have usually, and I had this myself, to have somebody to keep you accountable, to coach you, to advise you, to mentor you, and to guide you through this journey. That's why I had and I still have mentors and coaches in my life, because I'm learning as I go, and we all learn as we progress in life. So if you want to take the lead, if you want to take control of your life, and if you want to start creating and building on that legacy and have a great life, remember, you are the one who's controlling your time. Nobody else is. The minute you allow somebody else to control the time for you, that's where you're gonna you're gonna be failing in everything that you do, and it's gonna allow you to just go away and see the less positive outcome. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and if you do, and if you watch this on the recorder, just leave me a comment and send me a message with your thoughts. And I wish you a great day. Go and enjoy your time. Time is precious, and you are the one who's leading the time. Okay, good stuff.